Hi, I'm Meteorologist Chris Tomer. Let's talk about weather and ski conditions. And first of all, I want to show you where we stand since we're in between storm cycles. You can see at the top of the list, I put this together. Jackson Hole at the top with Whistler and Grand Targhee. Great to see Grand Targhee up there. Wolf Creek still doing well, even though they didn't get hit all that hard with the latest storm cycle. Alta could definitely use more snow. You will get some in the coming week. I'll show you that. And we're going to look all the way down the week into the Saturday, in fact, all the way to Saturday so you can plan out your weekend. Also on the list, Vail did well out of the storm cycle. We could definitely use more snow, though, through Loveland and even Steamboat. We could definitely use more snow, and we will add some to those areas. So let's get into the analysis here. Here is radar and satellite, and we'll jump right in. So you can really see what's happening. There's just a little bit of leftover snow across the northern tier of states, but really the main feature here is what's happening out over the Pacific. Look at the big comma shape out here. That's the next low pressure, and there's even one behind it. This is what's going to drive the weather for the upcoming week. If I were to put it in context, I would say there's going to be an initial small storm and then a much larger storm for the end of the week into the upcoming weekend. And so that's the way I think the forecast is going to play. So again, just leftover northwest flow starts to fade. Watch the jet. By the time we get into Tuesday and Wednesday, see how it kind of splits in western Colorado. That southwesterly component is what's going to fuel new snow in Crested Butte, in Aspen Snowmass, in western Colorado. If I were skiing Tuesday into Wednesday, I would go to western or southwest Colorado. I'd shoot for Crested Butte. I'd shoot for Aspen Snowmass, even up into Steamboat as well. And then it becomes more of a focus on, okay, well, what will the jet stream do with the rest of the week? And here you go. Look at the West Coast. You can see the opening on the nose of the jet. That will be a larger storm that begins to work its way in, I'd say, between Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. That will be the main driver in the forecast into the weekend. If we were to look at this on the future radar and satellite, watch the leftover snow kind of exit the northern tier of states, and then we start to see this initial low. Look at the snow, the blue there through western Colorado, even a little bit into the Wasatch. Between Tuesday and Wednesday, again, I'd shoot for western, southwest Colorado for some of the best new snow. It's still there on Wednesday, in fact, and that looks good. Then we have to focus on the Pacific Northwest, because here comes a larger storm system, part of that whole complex I showed you. Look at it start to stream that snow in to Idaho, Montana, and Wyoming, and then the whole low is going to drop south off of the coast, and by the time we get into Friday, you can see it. Big snow is starting to move into the interior, and we have snow down the spine of the Sierra all the way up into parts of the Pacific Northwest. But what's interesting is the whole thing begins to migrate in, and it's going to combine with a cold front coming south from Canada, and we're going to see some pretty good snow, I think, set up through parts of the Wasatch, and then eventually dipping down into Colorado. Look at Friday into Saturday. So if I were planning out Friday and Saturday, I would shoot for Wyoming and also into Colorado. In fact, I'll show you the totals here as to what I'm thinking, but I would say those areas, and there's still, and I want to stress this, there's still some definite uncertainty as to how much and how slow the evolution is going to be through Wyoming. We could see bigger totals than what I show you right here. All right, so let's go from today into Tuesday. At this point, we're looking at main accumulations. There's a little bit right there by Tuesday morning, but then from Tuesday into Wednesday, the bigger totals start to add up into parts of Colorado between Crested Butte, and you can see at Aspen Snowmass, all the way up into Steamboat, even a little bit of snow right there through the Wasatch of Utah. And then we have to refocus. That low will begin to move away as we slide into Thursday, and it becomes, okay, what happens with the Pacific Northwest storm? Okay, here it comes. It's going to drop south between Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. It will combine with a cold front, and watch the numbers start to tick up. In the Pacific Northwest, a little bit into the Sierra, and then the numbers through Discovery and Jackson Hole all start to go up. And this is where the uncertainty comes in. The numbers in Jackson Hole could certainly be higher than this. And notice the numbers in Colorado between Friday and Saturday, they all start to increase. The question is, how fast does this front and the storm move into Colorado? this is where the numbers could be higher than what I'm showing here, but it gives you an idea of what to plan for. I mean, we could be looking at some pretty good totals there through Steamboat again, and to Crested Butte and along Vale, into Loveland, and along I-70 and north. All those numbers could go up. So this is a really interesting pattern with two different storms moving in this week, and I don't believe that we have a firm handle on this yet. But I think you can see what the trends are at this point, which is important going forward. And I'll have other updates for this as we kind of move through the week. Always appreciate you tuning in here. Have a good day.